It's the last game of the 2017 regular season, and it looks like we know who will be in the playoffs. My name is Matt Kearney, and welcome to SD Sports Buzz live stream broadcast of St. Thomas More football. Today's game features the Cavaliers going up against the Todd County Falcons. For the best local and regional sports coverage you can find on the internet, it's found at SD Sports Buzz. From our daily buzz post to the Nate Brown Show archive, there is always something for you, the sports fan. Just visit sdsportsbuzz.com. A reminder, you can follow me on Twitter searching the Twitter handle at Matt Kearney. You can also follow SD Sports Buzz on Twitter searching the Twitter handle at CC O'Hara. Just under 20 minutes before we get the game kicked off here in Dutton Field in Rapid City, as it's the final regular season game of the 2017 season. So let's look at some other games that are happening from around the state. Just down the street here, Rapid City Stevens is facing off Rapid City Central in AAA football. That game looking to start at 6 o'clock. Hot Springs is at Sturgis. That game, too, looking to start at 6. And then Belle-Fourche is facing off Douglas. That game looking to start at 6 o'clock. And, of course, there's other games happening from the other side of the state, as well as some playoff action from the 11B and all the 9-man rankings. And, of course, we'll take a quick rundown on who is playing who in the playoffs in just a little bit. Let's take a look at the final South Dakota Prep Media Poll for Week 9. We'll look at two classes here. In Class 11AA, Pierre on the top spot, followed by Harrisburg, Mitchell in third, Douglas in fourth, and Brookings in fifth, with Yankton and Huron receiving some votes. In Class 11A, Madison is on the top spot, followed by Dakota Valley, Del Rapids in third, St. Thomas More in fourth, and T-Area rounding up the fifth and final spot, with Milbank, Todd County, and Tri-Valley receiving some votes. Both teams warming up here. St. Thomas More wearing their retro unis for tonight. It's actually homecoming night for St. Thomas More. So instead of the blue, white, and silver, they're wearing their dark green, black unis tonight. Let's take a look at the 11A seed point standings as they currently sit as of right now. Dakota Valley is in first, Madison in second, Del Rapids in third, Todd County in fourth, and then you have T-Area in fifth, Pine Ridge in seventh, Pine Ridge in sixth, Milbank in seventh, and then St. Thomas More is in the eighth and final spot as it stands right now. And it looks to be that these are the teams that are going to be in the playoffs. We'll see after tonight. Everything will be set for the playoffs, which happen next Thursday for the rest of 11-man, and then it's the quarter round finals for 11B and 9-man. Speaking of playoffs, let's look at who is in the playoffs for the rest of the classes in South Dakota, real quick like. We'll start with 11B. In Region 1, Benton County travels to Groton area. Mobridge Pollock goes to Aberdeen Roncalli. In Region 2, Elk Point Jefferson plays Sioux Valley. Canton goes to Sioux Falls Christian. In Region 3, Mount Vernon Plankington goes to Woolsey Wessington Springs Sanborn Central. McCrook Central Montrose goes to Bridgewater Emory Ethan. And then in Region 4, Stanley County goes to Winter to play the Warriors. And the game currently happening right now, Lee Deadwood and Red Cloud. And last check, it was Red Cloud leading Lee Deadwood 40-0. Let's take a look at 9AA now for the playoff standings. In Region 1, Woolsey Wessington is playing North Border. Webster area goes to Miller Highmore Herald. And then in Region 2, Garrison goes to Hamlin. Baltic goes to Arlington Lake Preston. And in Region 3, Dual goes to Bon Home, and Parkston plays Irene Wakanda for Region 3. In Region 4, Elton Lake Bennett goes to Gregory to play the Gorillas. Repsy Christian, the Comets go to Kimball White Lake. Let's take a look at 9A. In Region 1, Potter County goes to Warrener. Clark Willow Lake goes to Britton Hecla. In Region 2, Chester area plays Howard. And DeSmet plays Canastota Freeman. In Region 3, Harriet Selby area plays Corsica Stickney. And Alchester Hudson plays Avon. And in Region 4, Phillip goes to Lyman. And New Underwood travels to Timberlake. Let's take a look at the 9B playoffs for the first round. In Region 1, Hitchcock Tulare goes to Selly Buttes. Langford area plays Fulton area. And then Region 2, Northwestern plays Coleman Egan. Waverly South Shore goes to Castlewood. And in Region 3, Cheyenne Bible travels all the way to Colombe. And then Burke South Central plays Scotland. And in Region 4, Bison travels all the way to Wall. And then Kadoka area travels all the way to Buffalo to play the Harding County Ranchers. And that will finish off who is playing who for the playoffs for tonight. Just about 11 minutes left to go before we get the game kicked off here in Dutton Field. Let's go through some team notes for both teams. We'll start with Todd County. They have a record of 7-1. The Falcons played against the St. Francis Warriors last week and won 72-0. Todd County's only loss this season was to Dakota Valley in Week 2, as they lost to the Panthers 65-22. Todd County has outscored their opponents 414-121. Some team notes for St. Thomas More. They have a record of 6-2. The Cavaliers played against the Bellfish Bronx last week and won 48-0. Ryder Kirsch completed 20 passes out of 26 passing attempts for 406 yards and 5 touchdowns. Jake Larson had 7 carries for 78 yards and a touchdown. Tom Rafferty had 4 receptions for 174 yards, and Shea Casey caught 4 passes for 119 yards. And Ross Skinner also had 4 receptions for 55 yards. We have a final score for 11B. As it looks like Red Cloud will be advancing. They defeat the Lee Deadwood Gold Diggers 40-7. Just so you know, we have a live scoreboard that's been shared on my Twitter feed. There's also a link to it on sdsportswiz.com. What you'll do is you'll just go to the website, sdsportswiz.com. You'll see SD Playoffs live scoreboard image go on the screen for a slideshow. You click the image, then you'll click the link, and it'll take you to all the playoff games with live score coverage, with live links to take you to the game, whether it's live stream or audio. Something new that that I created with the help of Pete Roberts over in T Area, and also Phil Burr, who is going to be editing the scores for tonight, as I am preoccupied tonight, as obvious. Take a look at some other scores for the final games of the regular season. Pierre leads Aberdeen Central 7-6, and that's late in the second quarter. And I think, nope, at the end of one, Roosevelt over Watertown, 44-0. That's at the end of the first quarter. And so far, that is all that I currently have for scores coming through Twitter. Just about 2:30 left to go for warm-ups here at Dutton Field in Rapid City on the final regular season game of 2017. As the St. Thomas More Cavaliers play the Todd County Falcons. And of course, it's playoffs tonight for 11B and all the 9-man teams. One final already coming in from Red Cloud. They defeat the Gold Diggers 40-7. So Red Cloud will advance, and Lee Deadwood has a long trip back home. We also have a live scoreboard linked to sdsportsbuzz.com. What you'll do is you'll just go to the website. You'll click on one of our slideshow photos. It'll say SD Sports, or it'll say SD Playoffs live scoreboard. You'll click that, and it'll take you to the live score features. That scoreboard was created in partnership with Pete Roberts over in T area. He's actually doing stats for the T area game for tonight, so he's unable to edit scores and make those available. And of course, I'm here doing the playoff game here at Dutton Field, so I'm pretty much limited to updating the scores on there, but I do have a person up in Spearfish that is looking at the scores and updating them on the scoreboard. Teams are in their respective end zones, so we're about 43 seconds before we get the pregame festivities underway here, as I will go ahead and turn it over to the PA announcer in just a short few seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to St. Thomas More High School. This contest is being conducted under the guidance and regulations of the South Dakota High School Activities Association for the enjoyment and educational benefit of high school students. Good sportsmanship is essential for the success of these programs. Please let the players play, the coaches coach, the officials officiate, and you, the fan, cheer positively for your team. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome tonight's officials. They are Brad Tucker, Steve Hilton, Tanner Tucker, Dave Sheefen, and Dwayne McPherson. These officials are licensed by the South Dakota High School Activities Association to work tonight's game. Please give them a round of applause. And now, please welcome your St. Thomas More Cavalier cheerleaders. Lauren Sanders, Abby Julian, Isabella Ryder, Jasmine Holt, Lexi Peters, Michaela Simonik, and Caroline Ingram. Cavalier cheerleaders are coached by Amy Ryder, Bree Flannery, and Tracy Stamper. And now, the offensive starters for the Todd County Falcons. A sophomore at 5'10", number 85, King Horse Looking. A junior at 5'11", number 79, a tackle, Shiloh Gunhammer. A 6' senior at guard, number 59, Joe Gabaldon. At center tonight for the Falcons, a 5'8" sophomore, number 75, Blaine LaPointe. At guard, 5'10" junior, number 56, Jaden Kettle. At tackle, a senior, 6'2", 350 pounds, Danae Blackhorse. At tight end tonight for the Falcons, a junior, 6'2", a buck 65, number 13, Josh Rowland. At running back, number 15, a 6-foot junior, William Marshall. Also a running back, wearing number 1 tonight for the Falcons, a senior at 5'7", Dean Buchanan. And another running back, 5'11" junior, number 21, Bryant Burnett. The quarterback this evening for the Falcons, a senior at 6'1", number 40, David Espinoza. Head coach of the Falcons, Mr. Bob Cornelli Jr. And now, please welcome, in their last regular season home game, the seniors for your St. Thomas More Cavaliers. Wearing number 1, 5'10", Kane Kavanaugh. A running back and a linebacker wearing number 2, 6 foot, a buck 80, Ross Skinner. Wearing number 7, a wide receiver and a DB, 6 foot, 175, Thomas Rafferty. A wide receiver, 6 foot, 175, number 19, Jake Bonenkamp. Running back tonight for the Cavaliers, number 20, 5'8", 170 pounds, Shea Casey. At running back and at defensive back, 5'9", 170, number 26, Jordan Graper. Wearing number 33 tonight for the Cavaliers, at 6'1", 191 pounds, Jake Larson. On both lines for the Cavaliers, 6'5", 255 pounds, number 50, Christian Simonek. Wearing number 53, 6'1", 190 pounds, Matthew Lemke. On the offensive line and at linebacker, 5'10", 171 pounds, number 54, Stone Durham. On the offensive line, defensive end, and a kicker, 6'2", 175 pounds, number 61, Joe Peppel. On the offensive line and at linebacker, 6 foot, 210 pounds, number 62, Ryan Ahrensdorf. And on both lines, 6'2", 265 pounds, number 78, Kobe Whipple. The Cavaliers are coached by Mr. Wayne Sullivan. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we're going to honor our great nation. Tonight, the national anthem will be sung by Kaylee Barnes, Mia Hilt, Carly Reagan, Megan Stone, and Eli Nelson, all seniors at St. Thomas More High School. Proper respect is to face the flag, remove your hat or cap, and stand at attention with your right hand over your heart. Veterans and active duty military not in uniform may also salute the flag. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Haley Barnes, Mia Hill, Carly Reagan, Megan Stone, and Eli Nelson.
National anthem has been sung, and we're about ready to kick it off here in Dutton Field in Rapid City for the Cavaliers going up against the Todd County Falcons, as we're ready for the coin toss, as both the team captains will make their way to midfield on a gorgeous evening here in Rapid City. Highs at around the mid-70s today. A little summer-like. Just great football playing weather. Team captains now making their way to midfield for the coin toss. So it looks like St. Thomas More won the coin toss, and they elect to defer to the second half. So the Todd County Falcons will get the ball this first half. We're ready for some high school football action. The final regular season game of 2017 here in Dutton Field. Both of these teams look like that they will be in the playoffs for 11A. Again, the playoffs for AAA, AA, and 11A and 11-man football will start off next Thursday. The playoff games for 11B and all the 9-man classes are happening right now, tonight. One final that just came in. Red Cloud defeats Lee Deadwood 40-7 down in Red Cloud. So Red Cloud will advance in the 11B playoffs. As some of those games will be kicking off here around 5:30, and the rest looking to kick off at around 6 our time, Mountain Daylight Time. So the ball's set up on the tee. St. Thomas More going to kick it off here. Joe Peppel will kick it off in the backfield for the Todd County Falcons. Looks to be Dean Buchanan, number 1. And I think number 12, Hugo Johansson. So the ball's kicked and we're on your way. That's actually number 13. He'll receive it at around their own 3. Taking it out. Rolling to the far side. Has some room to run. He gets to the 40. And he'll be marked at around the 42. That was Josh Rowland, number 13 for Todd County. 6'3", 165-pound junior for the Falcons. As they will start this drive at their own, we'll say 42-yard line. We'll come out into formation. The quarterback looks to be number 10, Ralph Young. The ball snap. Young takes a snap, throws it in the pocket. Wobbly pass, and it's going to be incomplete. It was intended for Roland. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 now. Ralph Young, 5'7", 165-pound junior for Todd County. Ball's placed at around their own. Well, now they need to reset that ball. There we go. They reset the ball to the 42. 2nd and 10 from their own 42. They'll come in an I formation with one receiver to the far side. He's actually in motion. That's Dean Buchanan. Ball snap. He'll toss it in the backfield to 21. Immediately seen by Jake Larson and another player for Cavaliers, and it will push him back. That was Brian Burnett, 5'11", 190-pound junior on the carry for the Falcons, as with that tackle, it backed them up all the way to their own 35-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 17 for Todd County. Will come in an offset I wing. Ball snap. Young looking to throw, being rushed, throws it. Almost picked off, bounces a few players. Had the hands of Riley Olson for St. Thomas More, but just bounced off and incomplete. It looked like it was intended for Josh Rowland. So just like that, it's 4th down and 17 to go for Todd County. Kicking the ball for Todd County looks to be Rowland in the backfield. For the Cavaliers, looks to be... Looks like Ross Skinner's one of the players. Ball high punt. Will bounce at around midfield, and it will be marked just on the Todd County 49. So St. Thomas More will come onto the field with Ryder Cush as the quarterback for St. Thomas More. Hard to see their numbers this evening. They're in the retro unis with the black numbers, dark green unis. So 1st and 10 for St. Thomas More. 3 wideouts with a single wing. Man in motion. That's Ross Skinner. Ball snap. He'll hand it off to Jake Larson, who will go to the far side, as being held by a few of the Todd County Falcon players. Gain of about, we'll say about 6 yards. So it'll be 2nd and about 4. Ball snap, 4 wideouts. Kirsch looking to throw, going to run it himself out of the pocket, gets the 1st down, and he'll run it out of bounds. They'll mark it at the Todd County 39, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for St. Thomas More. So it looks like Cavaliers are going to come out with 3 wide out, or single wing. Ball snap. He'll hand it off to Jake Larson. He'll run up the right side. Have some room to run. He'll get the 1st down. And they'll mark him. We'll say around the Todd County 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cavs. 4 wideouts, 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Person to his left side. Kirsch takes the snap, rolling to the left, takes the pass, and it's caught by Shea Casey. Still on his feet. Looks like one of the players on the tackle for Todd County was number 53. That would be Waylon Marshall, and as well as Josh Rowland on the tackle. So 2nd and about 6. Ball placed at the Todd County 25, we'll say. 4 wideouts. And that's a flag. Encroachment on Todd County. It's going to move that ball 5 more yards. So it's going to be 2nd and about 1 for St. Thomas More. We're going to come with 4 wideouts, 2 on each side. Kirsch takes the snap. Quick pass to Jake Bonenkamp at the 20. He gets to the 10. And that's going to be 1st and goal, we'll say, at around the Todd County 8-yard line, with 9:17 left to go here in the Skin Institute 1st quarter. So St. Thomas More looking like they're going to go in a power I, and that's what they'll do. So power I for St. Thomas More. Ball snap. He'll hand it off to Jake Larson, rolling to the right side, has 2 men, and he's in for the end zone. Touchdown, St. Thomas More. Jake Larson on a 9-yard carry with 8:47 left to go here in the Skin Institute first quarter. St. Thomas More leads 6-0 as Joe Pepple will attempt the PAT here. Ball snap in the air. And it's through the uprights. 8:47 left to go here in the first quarter. St. Thomas More draws blood first as they lead Todd County 7-6, or 7-0, excuse me. So St. Thomas More going to line it up here to kick it off as a Jake Larson 9-yard touchdown run made by the Cavaliers. They lead the Todd County Falcons 7-0 with 8:47 left to go in the Skin Institute first quarter. So Joe Pepple will kick it off here. Rowland and Buchanan in the backfield. Ball's kicked. Will bounce on. It'll go out of bounds at around the, we'll say around the 27. As the Falcons will come back on for their second drive of the game. So that's going to, with the ball bouncing out of bounds at the kickoff, they'll bring the ball to the 35. At their own 35. And they're going to go in a I formation with a 1-man to the near side. Ball snap. He'll hand it off to the backfield. Going to try to run up the middle. Maybe a gain of about 1 yard on the play. And that was Burnett on the carry.
Gain of 1 on the play, second out and 9.
Todd County. If you look at the 11A seeding standings, they're 4th. They have a record of 7-1 on this season. So 2nd and 9 for the Falcons. Looks like ball snap. He'll hand it off to Burnett off a single wing. Ball will be placed at their own 39 as it will be 3rd and about 6 for the Falcons. Offset I. Line shift for St. Thomas More, and that's going to be false start against Todd County. Timeout. Is timeout called? No. Thought a timeout was called from the line judge here. But it wasn't. 3rd and 10. Ball back at their own 34. Single wing I, ball snap. Looking to throw, being rushed, and he's going to get sacked. Young sacked by a group of Cavalier players. Looks like Joe Pepple, Ross Skinner.
Skinner and Pepple with a sack. 4th down.
Jay Nugent-Bauer on the tackle there. So it'll be 4th and 20. Ball placed at Todd County's 25. with 6:54 left to go in the Skin Institute first quarter. As Roland will kick it off in the backfield for St. Thomas More. Looks to be Ross Skinner and Jake Larson. Ball snap. Roland will take the kick. Nice high punt. It will bounce out the 40. And looks like it's going to be down just around in the 37, we'll say. So 1st and 10 for the St. Thomas More Cavaliers for their second drive of the game coming up. St. Thomas More, they have a record of 6-2 on the season. Of course, with their losses to T-Area and West Central early on in the season. 1st and 10 for St. Thomas More. Ball plays at their own 37. 5 wideouts. Ball snap. Looking to throw. Actually 4 wideouts. So still looking. Going to call his own number. Run up the sideline. He looks like he's got to get out of bounds around the 40. And that's where they will call him out at the 40. So second and about, we'll say second and about 8. Gain of about 2 yards. Looks like St. Thomas More will come in a single wing set with 3 wideouts, 2 on the far side, 1 to the near side. Shea Casey in the wing. Ball snap. He'll hand it off to Jake Larson. Has some room to run. He'll get the first down, still on his feet. And looks like they're going to mark him at the Todd County 40, we'll say about 42-yard line. Kind of hard to tell where the ball's sitting without any hash marks on the field here. So 1st and 10 for St. Thomas More. They're going to come with 3 wideouts, 4 wideouts, 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Kirsch takes a snap, looking in the pocket, throws it, caught by Jake Bonenkamp, gets the first down at the 30, and he dives down to try to get some more yardage.
The play is good for another Cavalier.
They're going to mark him down at the Todd County 26. St. Thomas More coming out with double wings. 2 wideouts. Kirsch takes a snap. Looking to throw, throws it to the left side. Caught by Jake Larson at the 25. Held by Roland. Ball's loose. And it's Todd County football. 1st and 10 for Todd County with a turnover on downs. So after a great run by St. Thomas More, a fumble and a recovery by the Falcons. So the ball will be placed now at their own 21-yard line. 1st and 10 for Todd County. Offset eye. Young takes a snap. No, that's not Young. I think they're running the Wildcat. They get the first down with Burnett still on his feet. He's going to get all the way to their own 40-yard line. He gets a whole group of St. Thomas More players still chugging on his feet. And finally, they're just going to mark him just short of the 40, so it's going to be at their own 39. David Espinoza snapped the ball there for Todd County. Young now back in the QB position. No, it's David Espinoza in the QB position now. Number 40. And as they snap the ball, looks like they'll gain at least 1 yard, so it'll be 2nd and 9. So David Espinoza, 6'1", 175-pound senior for this Todd County club, as he is in the QB position. Offset eye. Ball, snap, and flags. It's going to be a false start against Todd County. So it's going to be bring the ball back to their own 36. 2nd and 13. I formation. Espinoza will snap it. He'll hand it off to Buchanan in the backfield. Has him to run to the 40, to the 45. He'll get out of bounds at around the 46. Good gainage of yards there for Todd County, as it will be 3rd down. It will be about 3rd and 4 to go. Ball placed at their own 46-yard line. So 3rd down, off I. Espinoza hands the ball off. Now it's not a reverse to Roland, going to the other side. Has some room to run, gets the 1st down, and he's going. He's to the 30, still on his feet. Ball's loose. It might be seen. No, it's still Todd County ball. After a great reverse play by Josh Roland, runs it to the far side, gets the 1st down and some more. Balls gets jacked out of his hands at around the 15, and it's still Todd County football. So 1st down now at the St. Thomas More, we'll say 10-yard line. Ball snap. We'll hand the ball off to Burnett in the backfield.
2nd down. 2nd and 6.
As it'll be 2nd and 6, gain of 4 yards on the play. Offset I. Ball snap. Espinoza hands the ball up to 15 up the middle, and it's in for a touchdown. William Marshall on the carry for Todd County, the 195-pound, 6-foot junior for the Falcons. They get on the scoreboard with 3 minutes to go in the Skin Institute 3rd quarter, and now it's 7-6. As they will attempt some extra points here. It looks like they're going to go with a 2-point conversion. Ball snap. Espinoza with the ball. Rolling to the near side, and it's incomplete. 2-point conversion is no good. It was intended for Roland. So with 3 minutes left to go in the 1st quarter, St. Thomas More leads by a point against Todd County, 7-6. So after that touchdown run by William Marshall for Todd County, they will kick it off here, as Espinoza will kick it off here in the backfield for St. Thomas More. Looks to be Jake Larson and Riley Olson, number 18, in the backfield.
Attention football fans, if you drive a silver Honda truck, license plate 2T0719, silver Honda 2T0.
3 minutes left to go in the Skin Institute 3rd quarter. Todd County will kick it off here. We'll bounce it around the 30. St. Thomas More is going to take it out their own 20. Has some room to run. Nobody in front of him. Finally a person. That's Espinoza, but a flag in the backfield all the way at the STM 25, and we'll see what the penalty is.
In case of return, there is a flag on the play. Block in the back, number 22, in the return team.
So block in the back for St. Thomas More on number 22. That's Sam Mathens, 6 foot, 170-pound sophomore for St. Thomas More. So that's going to back him up 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So St. Thomas More will start this third drive. They'll start it at their own 15. Under 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Looks like single wing, 3 wideouts. Ball snap. Kirsch will hand it to Larson. Larson will get tripped up and tackled by number 2. That is Diamond Young, 5'11", 170-pound junior for Todd County. So second and about 7. So a gain of about 3 yards for the Cavaliers. Ball placed at around their own 18. Single wing. Ball snap. He'll hand the ball off to Shea Casey, rolling to the right side. Looks like he gets the first down and some more. Makes a cut. And he's finally brought down at around their 40-yard line by number 44. That is Jacob Crow Eagle, the 5'8", 160-pound junior for Todd County. So St. Thomas More will get the first down. Ball will be placed at around their own 40. With 2:05 left to go here in the Skin Institute first quarter. St. Thomas More going to come in a single wing set. Ball snap. He'll hand the ball off to Ross Skinner. Coming to midfield to the 45, to the 40. Yes, he'll get dragged out of bounds at around their own, at the Todd County 35-yard line. So another first down for St. Thomas More. As the ball's placed at the Todd County 35. Single wing set. 3 wideouts, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Hard count, man in motion, that's Shea Casey. Ball snap, he'll hand the ball off to Shea Casey, going to the right side. Has a hole, gets the first down. And they'll mark him at about the Todd County 22. So first and 10 for St. Thomas More as an injured Falcon is on the field. Will slowly get up and limp. That's number 53, Waylon Marshall, as he'll come up to the sideline. And Todd County will take a look at his injury. So first and 10 for St. Thomas More. 1:38 to go in the Skin Institute first quarter. Single wing set again for St. Thomas More. Hard count. Trying to draw him off sides here. Not happening. Ball snap. Kirsch looking to throw in the pocket. Throws it to the near side. Has a man, Shea Casey, and he's in for the touchdown. 22-yard pass to Shea Casey, and St. Thomas More will score 6 more points with 1:16 left to go in the Skin Institute first quarter. They lead 13-6 now, as Joe Pupple will attempt the PAT. Ball snap in the air. And that ball is good. So 1:16 left to go in the first quarter. St. Thomas More leads the Todd County Falcons 14-6.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in South Dakota is this: without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
So after the 22-yard pass to Shea Casey, St. Thomas More leads the Todd County Falcons 14-6 as they will kick it off here. Joe Pepple will kick it off. Bounce just at around the 35. As looks like number 59 gets on top of it. That's Joe Gabaldon, 6 foot, 190-pound senior for Todd County. So the Falcons will start this drive at their own 36 with 1:14 left to go in the Skin Institute first quarter. And again, on the last drive, they scored 6 points. So here we go. Todd County, shotgun formation, ball snap. He'll hand it off to Burnett. He'll get to the 30, and they'll mark the ball at around the 31. So gain of about, let's say a gain of about 4 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 6. With another minute to play here in the Skin Institute first quarter. Todd County will go in an I formation. Ball snap. Espinoza hands the ball up the middle. As he handed it off to William Marshall. Looks like he might have gained about 1 yard on the play. Looks to be about 3rd down, and we'll say about 5. Under 20 seconds. Off I. Espinoza snaps the ball, and there's a flag. I was looking for that. False start against Todd County. Back him up 5 yards. "12 seconds and counting before time expires here in the first quarter. Espinoza getting the play from the sidelines, and they're just going to bring him in. So at the end of 1, it's St. Thomas More leading the Todd County Falcons 14-6. Beautiful evening for some high school football action here in Dutton Field in Rapid City, South Dakota for the final regular season game of 2017. Playoffs will start next week, actually next Thursday for 11 AAA, AA, and A. Playoffs have started for 11B and all the 9-man classes tonight. And we do have one final from that game in 11B. It's Red Cloud defeating Lee Deadwood 40-7. As Red Cloud will advance to the quarterfinal round, and Lee Deadwood will have a long road back. If you go to my Twitter page, again, my Twitter handle is @MattKearney, MATTKER. Wow, I forgot how to spell my last name. KERNEY. There we go. Matt Kearney. Matt Kearney, you can find a link to a live scoreboard for the playoff scores and media coverage. So 3rd down and 10 for Todd County. They'll come with 3 wideouts. Ball snap, kind of a high snap. Espinoza will take the ball himself, trying to run up the middle. And he'll gain a few yards, but it's nowhere near the first down marker. So it'll be 4th down now.
4th down. 4th.
As they will punt it off here. In the backfield for St. Thomas More looks to be Ross Skinner and Jake Larson in the backfield.
Roland back punt for the Falcons.
So Roland will kick it off. Ball snap. Kind of a high punt. It'll bounce out the 45. And they'll mark it at the Todd County 40, and that's where St. Thomas More will start this drive. So 1st and 10 for St. Thomas More. Ball placed at the Todd County 40. Going to come with single wing. Ball snap. He'll hand the ball off to Larson. Rolling to the left side.
Jake Larson, the ball carrier. Brian Burnett on the tackle for the Falcons.
As Burnett made the tackle.
6-yard gain, second down.
With a 6-yard gain, so it'll be second and about 4 for St. Thomas More. Ball placed around the Todd County 33. 3 wideouts. Ball snap. He'll hand the ball to Shea Casey. And the ball got loose. Shea Casey had the ball. It was snapped out of his hands by one of the Todd County Falcon players. I think that was Jaden Kittle with the turnover. So Todd County with a couple of tricks up their sleeves this evening, and they get the ball back. It's 1st and 10 at their own 31. Espinoza and company will get a flag here as they were in an offset eye about ready to snap the ball off there. It's going to be false start, and I'll back them up 5 yards. Again, Todd County with a record of 7-1. Their only loss was to Dakota Valley. That was somewhere, I believe, week 2. And they lost that game 65-22. So, 1st and 15. Ball placed on around their own 26. Espinoza takes a snap. He'll hand it off to Burnett, as he'll make his way all the way to their own 35. They're going to mark it at their own 34. So it'll be second down and about 8 with 10:19 to go in the Corey's Tire Factory second quarter. Offset eye, Espinoza, and immediately hit. That was Burnett immediately hit by one of the St. Thomas More players. You saw him run and then bam, right into a brick wall. It's 3rd down and 8. No gain of yards on the play. Ball placed at their own 34. Todd County got to spread out some things here. They have 4 receivers, 2 on each side. Espinoza takes a snap, looking to throw in the pocket, throws it to the far side, and it's incomplete. Intended for Burnett, but there's 3 Cavalier players right in the area of that ball. So 4th down now for Todd County, and they will go ahead and punt the ball off again. In the backfield for St. Thomas More is Jake Larson and Ross Skinner. As Roland will punt it off here. Ball snap. That's a nice high punt. Ross will take it at around their own 35. Has some room to run to the 40. He's to the midfield. Has some room to run. And looks like he's going to take it to the house. He's to the 10-5, and he's in for the touchdown. Ross Skinner tacks on 6 more points for St. Thomas More with 9:11 left to go in the Corey's Tire Factory second quarter. I have trouble saying that sponsor. So Joe Pepple will attempt the PAT. Ball snapped, kicked, and it's good. So 9-11 in the second quarter. St. Thomas More leads the Todd County Falcons 21-6. So after that 65 touchdown yard run by Ross Skinner, St. Thomas More will kick off the ball here. Looks to be rolling in the backfield. Ball's kicked. And it's going to roll all the way out of bounds at the 2. So that should bring the ball up all the way to their own 35. As Todd County will start their drive. So ball will be placed at their own 35. It'll be 1st and 10 for Todd County. A reminder, playoffs are going. You can go to SDSportsbuzz.com, click on the SD Playoffs picture slideshow, and it will take you to the link to a live scoreboard for playoff scores. So 1st and 10 for Todd County. Espinoza will take the snap. He'll hand it up the middle to Burnett. Burnett will see basically the entire defense for STM as he chugs his way all the way to their own 40. So it'll be a gain of about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6 from around their own 40. Todd County with 2 wideouts here. I formation. Espinoza takes a snap, hands it off to Burnett. Burnett has some room to run. Looks like he gets the 1st down, and he does. So 1st and 10 for Todd County. We'll come into formation here. Looks to be I formation. Buchanan in motion. Ball snap, Espinoza will hand it off to Burnett, rolling to the left side. As he will get tackled by Jake Larson of STM. And he'll lose, Todd County will lose 2 yards as Burnett will come off to the sideline. It looks like Brandon Wallen will come in to replace him. Wallen, 5'10", 140-pound junior for Todd County. 2nd and 12. Ball placed at around their own 46. Ball snap. Espinoza hands it off to Williams, or Marshall. Excuse me. Looks like he'll gain about 1 yard on the play. So it will be 3rd down. 3rd and about 11 for Todd County. 7:04 left to go in the Corey's Tire Factory 2nd quarter. 4 wideouts. 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Ball snap. Espinoza tosses it. Flag. Roland has the ball. He jumps over one of his players. That's Buchanan.
There's a flag on the play.
We'll see what the penalty is. So flags all the way at midfield. So it's a legal procedure on Todd County, and they will replay the down. So it'll still be 3rd down, but it's going to be 3rd and about 15. So loss of about 5 yards on the play due to that penalty. So 3rd down, they're going to come in an offset idle, it looks like. Espinoza takes a snap, looking to throw in the pocket. Tosses it. It's Roland with the high jumper catch. But it's not enough for a 1st down. It'll be 4th down for Todd County. Ball will be marked at around their own 49. And it looks to be that they're going to try to go for it here. That's what they're going to do. Todd County going for it here on 4th down. 4th and 9. Ball placed at their own 49. I formation for Todd County with a single wing. Ball snap. Espinoza hands it off. It's another reverse play. It looked like Roland was going to try to pass it. Still on his feet. And he'll fight. Ball's loose. But it's not going to be enough. They're going to mark him down at around the STM 46. And it's going to be turnover on downs. So Todd County has some tricks up their sleeves with a reverse, and it looked like Roland was going to try to throw it, but there was just nobody open. So it'll be STM ball with 6:14 stopped on the clock. STM going with 3 wide out, single wing set. Kirsch takes the snap. He'll hit. No, he's going to roll to the left side, looking for someone to pass to. Has a man, and it's almost picked off. Flag in the backfield. Flag at midfield.
Kirsch's pass is knocked down by Jacob Croweagle.
As Jacob Croweagle batted down the catch, and the penalties against St. Thomas More. I'm not sure who the ball was intended for. It might have been to Jake Bonenkamp. And it was to Jake Bonenkamp, as he's over on the far side. So, ineligible receiver downfield for St. Thomas More. That's going to back him up 5 yards. So it's going to be 1st and 15. Ball placed at their own, we'll say 41. Single wing set again, 3 wide outs. Man in motion, that's Shea Casey. Ball snap. Pitches it to Ross Skinner. Has some room to run. He gets the first down. He's to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, to the 25, to the 20. Still on his feet, and he's finally going to get dragged out of bounds. Just outside the 20.
The run is good.
So 1st down and 10. Ball will be placed at the Todd County 19-yard line. With under 6 minutes to go in the Corey's Tire Factory 2nd quarter. And a timeout's called. 6:43 left to go before halftime. St. Thomas More leads Todd County 21-6. So Todd County with the timeout there. See if I can get some scores coming through Twitter, and I'll also look at the live scoreboard for some playoff scores. A couple of games have just started at around 5:30. So it looks like Gregory with the lead, 26-8. I forgot who Gregory's playing, but they're leading in the second half, or in the second quarter. Oh, they're playing Elton Lake Bennett. So it's 1st and 10 for St. Thomas More. Ball placed at the Todd County 19. 4 wideouts. Kirsch doing the hard count. Not fooling Todd County. Man in motion. Ball snap. Kirsch rolling to the right side, makes a pass, and it's just short of Cade Kavanaugh, number 1 for St. Thomas More. Cade Kavanaugh, 5'10", 175-pound senior. The intended man for the catch. 2nd down and 10 now. Ball is placed at around the St. Thomas More 19. Looks to be 3 wide out, single wing set. Ball snap, Shea Casey in motion. He gets the ball, and he's on his feet. Looks like he's going to be near the 1st down.
Shea Casey with the run.
As there's...
Run is good for a Cavalier.
Yep. It's going to be first and goal for St. Thomas More with 5:25 and counting. Looks like the ball's placed at around their own 6 is what's reading up on the scoreboard. Ball snap, and it's in for the touchdown. Under 5 minutes, Ross Skinner on the score, making it 26-6 now. So Joe Pepple will attempt the PAT. Ball snap in the air. And it's good through the uprights. Under 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. St. Thomas More leads the Todd County Falcons 28-6. Couple of scores coming through the live scoreboard. It's Groton area over Bennett County, 16-0 in the first quarter. And again, Gregory leads Elton Lake Benton 34-8 in the second quarter with 6:39 left to go. Again, if you want to view that live scoreboard, you can go ahead and go to sdsportsbus.com, and there will be a link on the slideshow there. So, the slideshow image says SD Playoffs, live scoreboard. Click that, and you'll click the blue link, and it will take you to the live scoreboard. So after the touchdown by Ross Skinner, St. Thomas More will kick it off here. Ball's kicked off. I'll bounce just outside the 40. And that's St. Thomas More ball.
Kickoff is recovered by the Cavaliers. First and 10.
So, little confusion for Todd County. No one went for the ball there. It might have touched one of the players, but I believe the St. Thomas More was not trying for an onside kick there, but I'm going to call an onside kick there. So first and 10 for St. Thomas More. Going with 4 wideouts, 3 on the far side, 1 to the near side. Kirsch takes a snap, throws it to Jake Larson to the left side. Gets the first down at the 20. And he'll run out of bounds at around the 15. So it is going to be a first down as they're back in the red zone. Ball's placed at around their own 15. Ball snap. Kirsch will hand it off to, who is that? Jordan Graper. Wide open hole up the middle, and he's in for a touchdown. 15-yard run by Jordan Graper, number 26. Jordan Graper is 5'9", 170-pound senior. Just like that, 2 scores by St. Thomas More in just under a couple of minutes here. Joe Pepple will attempt the PAT here. Ball snapped in the air. And that ball is good up through the uprights. So with 4:38 left to go, and the Corey's Tire Factory second quarter, St. Thomas More leads Todd County 35-6. So St. Thomas More, after a 15-yard run by Jordan Graper, they'll kick it off here on their homecoming night at Dutton Field. Looks like they're going to have some halftime festivities with a couple of floats that will run around the track here. As Joe Peppel will kick it off here. It's kicked. And Todd County will take it around their own 10. I believe that's Buchanan on the carry.
Buchanan with the return for the Falcons.
It was Buchanan. So 1st and 10 for Todd County. Ball is placed at their own 24, reading up on the scoreboard. 4:31 left to go before halftime. Todd County with an offset eye. Ball snap, Espinoza hands it off to, I believe that's Burnett. No, that's to Marshall. So Marshall, the ball carrier on that play. It will be 2nd and about 7, gain of about 3 yards. Ball placed at their own 27-yard line. Offset eye, ball snap, Espinoza rolling to the left side, caught by Marshall. And that's going to be a 1st down for Todd County. So ball will be placed at their own 35. 1st and 10 with 3:37 to go in the 2nd quarter. Eye for off eye. Single wing. Espinoza takes a snap. He'll hand it to Buchanan, rolling to the far side now. Has some room to run. Gets the 1st down. Flag on the play. He gets to the 1st down marker, but there's a flags. Litter the field all the way at their own 40, and we'll see what the call is. It's a holding call against Todd County. I'll replay the down. And they'll mark yards off at the spot of the foul. So it'll be 1st and about 17 for Todd County. That backs them up all the way to their own 28-yard line with 3:19 stopped on the scoreboard. So 1st and 17. Todd County going with 4 wideouts. 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Espinoza, quick snap and pass to Roland. Roland still on his feet. Still pushing. Finally blew whistles for some forward progress. I got to tell you, Josh Roland seems to be the playmaker for this Todd County Falcon team.
2nd down.
Roland will come out as Ashawn Roach will come onto the field. Todd County will get into formation here. Takes a snap. He'll hand the ball off in the backfield. Has some room to run. I believe that's to Buchanan. No. That's to Burnett. Excuse me, Burnett on the run. As it will be 3rd down.
3rd down. 3rd and 7.
3rd and about 7. Ball will be placed at around their own 39-yard line. Under 2 minutes to play before halftime. Can Todd County get a score here? Off eye, ball snap. Hands it off to Burnett of the backfield. Looks like he might be near the 1st down marker. From me, it looks like he did get the 1st down. And he did. First down for Todd County. Ball will be marked at their own 45. Clock still rolling. 90 seconds to play here before halftime. Todd County coming in on off eye. Ball snap. Espinoza will hand it off to Burnett. Burnett will get immediately tackled in the backfield by a couple of Cavalier players. Looks to be number 54. One of the tacklers for St. Thomas More was Stone Durham. 5'10", 155-pound senior. 2nd and 9, gain of 1 yard on the play for Todd County. 1 minute before halftime. Todd County with an off eye, 2 wideouts. Ball snap, Espinoza looking to pass in the pocket, throws it in the middle, almost intercepted. Not sure whose hands got on it, but a flag now in the backfield. A late flag. It might be an unsportsmanlike against St. Thomas More. And it is an unsportsmanlike, but it's against Todd County. Josh Rowland with the unsportsmanlike penalty. Mark him 15 yards now. It'll be 3rd down. Ball is placed at their own, we'll say 31. The first down marker is all the way at the STM 43. Todd County gonna air it out here. 4 wideouts, 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. And official timeout here real quick. And it's a sideline warning against Todd County. And it looks like they're just going to call a timeout here. So with 51 seconds left in the Corey's Tire Factory second quarter, St. Thomas More leads the Todd County Falcons 35-6. A couple of score updates coming through Twitter with 7:42 left in the first. Kennestoda leading to Smet. Kennestoda Freeman leading to Smet 8-0 in some 9-man action playoffs. Groton area leading Bennett County 24-0 now. Colombe leads Sunshine Bible Academy 16-0, and Gregory leads Elton Lake Bennett 34-8. So after the timeout by Todd County, it's 3rd and 25. Ball will be placed at their own 31. Ball snap. Espinoza looking to throw. Throws it down the field. And incomplete. In and out of the hands of Ross Skinner. So it'll be 4th down now for Todd County.
At halftime, it is Homecoming 2017. Be sure to stick around right away at halftime to see all the floats and the homecoming court.
After the quick timeout here, 1st and 10, 5 wideouts for St. Thomas More. Ball snap. Kirsch looking to throw. It's caught, and that's Jake Larson running up on the sideline. He'll run out of bounds at around the 20, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for St. Thomas More with 23 seconds and counting before halftime here. Five wideouts again. Ball snap. Kirsch gonna call. Nope, nope. He does run with it. Now he throws it. Caught. I think that's Jake Larson. He's in for a touchdown. I think that was Jake Larson, number 33. Yep, over the PA announcer, Jake Larson. So tack on another 6 points for St. Thomas More with 14 seconds stopped on the clock. So Joe Pepple will attempt the PAT here. Ball snapped in the air, and that is good. So St. Thomas More leads Todd County 42-6. I'd like to thank those of you watching on SDSportsbus.com of our live streaming broadcast of St. Thomas More football for the last regular season game of 2017. Both of these teams should be going to the playoffs. They are in the top 8. Todd County is ranked 4th for seed points. St. Thomas More is ranked 8th in seed points. And they lead Todd County 42-6. Todd County has a record of 7-1. St. Thomas More has a record of 6-2. St. Thomas More are going to kick off the ball here with 14 seconds before halftime. So the ball's in the air. It's going to bounce out of bounds. And the ball will be placed at the Todd County 35. Again, just a reminder, playoffs are happening for 11B and all the 9-man classes. You can look at those scores all in one place. You could go to SDSportsbus.com and click on the SD Playoffs Live Scoreboard picture on the slideshow. Click that, and it will take you to the scores. So ball snap for Todd County. He'll hand it off to Marshall. Still on his feet, no whistle. And he'll get the first down. They'll stop the clock with 3 seconds left. I think they need to reset that to about 4. Don't think that's not going to be reset. And that's the end of the second quarter. Your score, St. Thomas More leads Todd County Falcons 42-6. Stay tuned to SDSportsbus.com for some halftime festivities that are going to happen here at Dutton Field. And we'll also get a rundown of your scores for the last regular season games going across the state as well as the playoff games. Just stay tuned to SDSportsbus.com.
It's the geometry teacher who mans the ticket window.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen and store managers who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the graduate who listens to the league championship game on the internet.
It's the parent who sells ads in the school athletic program.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
It's the trainers, equipment managers, and ball boys who never miss a practice.
What makes high school sports here in South Dakota so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
High school sports. It's the we that every community needs. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
About 10 minutes before we get the third quarter kicked off here in Dutton Field in Rapid City, some homecoming festivities happening for St. Thomas More. Some floats happening, going on around the track with various classes. Right now there's a line dance happening right in front of me, and those kids are good. They are good at the dance. So St. Thomas More leads Todd County 42-6 here in the final regular season game of the 2017 season. As let's go and check out some scores. First, we'll get a rundown of scores from the regular season, and then we'll go and jump into our pre-game, or not our pre-game, but our playoff scores. So St. Paul's Roosevelt gets the win over Watertown 58-16. The Tanagers, Vermillion Tanagers get the win over St. Francis 62-0. Sioux Falls Christian playing Canton, and it looks like Sioux Falls Christian leads 6-8. Brandon Valley playing Sioux Falls O'Gorman. Sioux Falls O'Gorman leads 10-7 with 9:30 to go before halftime. At the end of the first quarter, Rapid City Stevens leads Rapid City Central 6-0, according to Jeff Preston from the Journal. At the end of one, Dakota Valley leads T-Area 14-0. Aberdeen Central gets the win over Pierre 13-10, and I believe in Mitchell. Here we go. At the end of the first quarter, Mitchell leads Spearfish 14-0. So with that, let's take a look at the scores for the playoffs going on around the state for 11B and all the 9-man classes. If you want to see the scoreboard, it's on my Twitter account. You can go to @MattKearney, that's MattKearney on Twitter, or you can also go to stsportsbooks.com, click on the ST Playoffs live scoreboard picture on our slideshow on the main page. It'll take you to the link. You'll click on the link and it will take you right there, and it shows all the scores that we have from around the state with the help of me, Pete Roberts over in T-Area, Phil Burrow from Spearfish, and one of the people at the Argus Leaders. So thank you guys for editing the scores here and keeping them up to date. So let's go through what we have right now. We'll start with the 11B. Groton area is leading Benton County 32-6 with 11:27 left to go in the fourth quarter. And Sioux Falls Christian, oh wait, yes, never mind. Sioux Falls Christian leads Canton 14-0. That is a playoff game. I completely forgot. They are not in 11A. So Sioux Falls Christian leads Canton 14-0. Sioux Valley is leading Elk Point Jefferson 20-0. And then a final score, Red Cloud with the win over Lee Deadwood 40-7. Let's look at 9-11A. 9AA for 9-man football, what we have there. Garrison over Hamlin 7-0. Irene Wakana leading Preston 7-0. Gregory with the lead over Elton Lake Bennett 34-8. And that's all I have for 9AA. And 9A, Warner leads Todd County 14-0. Rick Hecla leads Clark Little Lake 14-6. Corsica Freeman with the lead over DeSmet 8-0. Lyman with the lead over Phillip 8-0. Avon with the lead over Elchester Hudson 14-0. And that's all I have. That game, the Avon Elchester Hudson game, is in the first quarter with 7:53 to go last we checked. And a 9B, Sully Buttes leads Hitchcock Tullaire 14-0. Fulton with the lead over Langford area 8-0. Colomb leads Cheyenne Bible Academy 32-0. Wall leads Bison 11-0. And then Harding County leads Kadoka area 12-6 in the second quarter. So that is a rundown of your playoff scores from the playoffs happening around the great state of South Dakota for 11B and all the 9-man classes, as we're about 2:30 to go here before we get things kicked off here in the third quarter at Dutton Field in Rapid City, as St. Thomas More leads the Todd County Falcons 42-6.
Sullivan going to be the new general manager for Post 22 in American League of Baseball here in Rapid City. He'll still be the head coach for St. Thomas More football. I'd like to thank those of you who are watching SD Sports Buzz live stream coverage of St. Thomas More football on SDSportsBuzz.com. For the best local and regional sports coverage you can find on the internet, it's found at SD Sports Buzz. From our daily buzz posts to the Nate Brown Show archive, there is always something for you, the sports fan. Just visit SDSportsBuzz.com. And of course, a reminder, you can always follow me on Twitter, searching the Twitter handle at Matt Kearney. You can also follow the SD Sports Buzz on Twitter, searching the Twitter handle at CC O'Hara. About 14 seconds, and probably tack on 2 more minutes of warm-up before we get the third quarter kicked off here in Dutton Field.
Apologize for the loud music there. So you probably didn't hear anything I said, so I completely apologize there. About 2:12 left to go before we get the third quarter started here in Dutton Field. And of course some breaking news and some baseball action, local baseball action. Post 22 gets a new general manager. Wayne Sullivan, the current head coach for St. Thomas More football, as he will be the new general manager for Post 22 in American Legion Baseball. He'll still keep the role of head coach at St. Thomas More. Of course, let's do a quick rundown of some scores. Some playoff scores. Groton area leading Bennett County 32-6. Sioux Valley over Elk Point Jefferson 20-0. Sioux Falls Christian with the lead over Canton 14-6. Winter over Stanley County 38-0. Bridgewater Emory Ethan in the second quarter. They lead over McCrook Central Montrose 14-0. And Red Cloud with the win over Lee Deadwood 40-7 in 9AA action. Miller Highmore Herald leads Webster area 16-0. Garrison leads Hamlin 7-0. Irene Wakanda leads Parkston 7-0. Gregory leads Elton Lake Bennett 40-8 in the second quarter. And that's all I have. Let's go to 11A. Potter County playing Warner. Warner with the lead 14-0. Brick Hecla plays Clark Willow Lake 14-6. Canastota Freeman playing DeSmet 16-8. Avon playing Elchester Hudson 14-0. Lyman over Phillip 8-0. And that's what I'll stop up with 11A, or with 9A, excuse me, as we're about ready to kick it off here in Dutton Field. I'd like to thank those of you watching SD Sports Buzz coverage
Todd County will kick off to start the second half
on SDSportsBuzz.com. As we already have a whistle, they're going to reset the clock here. There we go. Clock's is reset. So they're going to kick it off here. Kind of a short kick. Kate Cavanaugh on the carry, and that's where St. Thomas More will start this drive. First and 10, STM at around their own 36-yard line. Looks to be that we're in mercy rule, rolling clock. And St. Thomas More will come with 3 wide out, single wing. Kirsch looking to throw, throws it, caught by Jake Larson, gets the first down. He's to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, has some room to run, to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and he is in for 6 points. Jake Larson,
59 yards, touchdown.
59-yard run by Jake Larson, tacks on 6 more points with 11:03 left to go in the Rep City Medical Center third quarter. It's now 48-6 as Joe Pepple will attempt the PAT. Ball snap and flags. Looks to be a false start against St. Thomas More. Actually, encroachment against Todd County. So they're just gonna... Actually, no, it's not Joe Pepple on the field. Not sure whose number that is. Kind of hard to see with the black glittering. So ball snap, it's in the air. And it's wide left. So with under 10 minutes to go, St. Thomas More leads Todd County 48-6. St. Thomas More to kick it off. After that great touchdown run by Jake Larson. So the ball is in the air. Let it bounce at their 20, excuse me. And whistle finally called. And it will be Todd County first drive of the third quarter with under 9 minutes to go, and they wrap St. Medical Center third quarter. As we are in mercy rules for 11A, and of course if you don't know, for mercy rule, if the opponent is 35 points or more, it's going to be a running clock situation. If the game is 50 points or scored, game's over. So if St. Thomas More can just get a few more points scored up here, it's going to be an official game. So Todd County takes a snap. They'll gain at least 1 yard. Will be second and 9. Ball placed out around their own 41. Going in a single wing set, offside eye. Ball snap. Makes a pass, and Marshall was the intended receiver, but it's just in and out of the hands from a pass from Espinoza. So it's third down now for Todd County. Third and 9. Ball snap. He'll hand the ball going to the left side now. Who is that? It's Roland. He gets to the 45. Has some room to run. There he goes. He's to the 30, to the 20, 15, 10, 5. And Josh Roland gets into the end zone. What a great run by Josh Roland for Todd County. They stop, well, the clock will continue to roll here. It's 48-12. Clock rolling under 6:30. And we'll see, Todd County is going to go for 2 here. Offset eye. Ball snap, he'll hand it to Burnett. Burnett. It's going to be short. 2-point conversion is no good. So St. Thomas More still leads the Todd County Falcons 48-12. Couple of games to keep you on tabs on. T area trailing Dakota Valley 21-6 with 4:34 left in the second quarter. And Gregory leading Elkton Lake Benton 46-14. So Todd County will kick it off here. Short kick. Kay Kavanaugh will take it at around his 35-yard line. Still on his feet. Going the other way now. Has some room to run. Has a blocker. He's to midfield to the 45. And a flag is thrown at the Todd County 35-yard line. And we'll see what the penalty is. Refs are talking it over here. And they've stopped the clock just to talk it over to see what the call was. They're really talking it over here. I think they might have a decision right now, and they do. And we'll see what the penalty is.
We have 2 fouls on the play. 1 on each team. Their offsetting fouls will re-kick.
Alrighty, so they'll re-kick the ball. Offsetting penalties on both sides of the ball. So we'll get a re-kick. So we'll re-kick as it's Espinoza kicking off. He'll kick it off. We'll bounce it around the 25. And that is Riley Olson. He gets across midfield. And he'll finally be dropping another flag now at the St. Thomas More 46. Maybe 47. We'll see what this penalty is. So a penalty against St. Thomas More. Block in the back. So that will move that great run back all the way to their own, we'll say 37-yard line. 2:53 to go in the Rapid City Medical Center third quarter. St. Thomas More with 4 wideouts. 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Kirsch takes a snap. He'll hand it off to Jake Larson. Gain of about, we'll say about 3 yards as Dina Blackhorse made the tackle. St. Thomas More, 2nd down and 6, gain of 4 yards, 3 wideouts again, or 4 wideouts again. 3 on the far side, 1 to the near side. Ball snap, Kirsch looking to throw in the pocket. Takes a step, throws it, has Skinner, and it's going to be just a little too far. Incomplete pass to Skinner. 3rd down, 3rd and 6 from the St. Thomas More 40-yard line as we're under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Ball snap. Will fake it to Larson. Kirsch still looking to throw, still looking, throws it to the far side, and it's to Larson. He's to midfield, to the 45, to the 40, still on his feet, makes a cut to the 30, to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and it's Jake Larson into the end zone for 6 more points on a 61-yard pass, catch, and run with under a minute to go in the Rapid City Medical Center third quarter. So St. Thomas More going to attempt the PAT here. Ball snap in the air, and it's good up through the uprights. So with 27 seconds and counting, St. Thomas More leads the Todd County Falcons 55-12. And again, just a reminder, for all the score updates, along with live media coverage for available games, you can go to sdsportsbuzz.com and click on the SD Playoffs live scoreboard picture on the website, and it will take you to the live scoreboard there, which is currently being updated right now by either me or Pete Roberts over in Sioux Falls, or Phil Burr in Spearfish, or by one of the guys at the Argus Leader that Pete Roberts has gave editing privileges to. So I'd like to thank those guys for looking up the scores and keeping that updated. As it's the end of the third quarter here in Dutton Field, and St. Thomas More leads 55-12. St. Thomas More going to kick it off here. As more than likely, as they get everything seeded for tonight for 11 AAA, 11 AA, and 11A. Again, St. Thomas More in the 8th seed place. Todd County in the 4th seed place, and with a St. Thomas More win, that will probably drop down Todd County in the rankings for seed points. As the ball's kicked here, it's going to bounce it around the 20. Roland gets the ball, has some room to run, has some daylight. He's to midfield. He might take this one to the house, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. And Roland is in for a Todd County touchdown.
87 yards for a touchdown. Todd County.
So Josh Roland with a near 80-yard touchdown kickoff, or a kickoff touchdown. Todd County going to attempt 2 points here. Takes a snap. Going to try to run up the middle, and it's going to be no good. So with 11:45 stopped on the clock, St. Thomas More leads the Todd County Falcons 55-18. So after that great kickoff TD run by Todd County, we're going to kick it off here. Ball's kicked. Ball touches one of, I believe, that was Riley Olson. Still on his feet. Not sure who this player is for St. Thomas More, but he gets all the way. Let's see. Not sure who was on the run. I didn't quite catch what the PA announcer said. So new players for St. Thomas More now. Kate Kavanaugh in the quarterback position. Ball snap. He'll hand the ball off to, it looks like, Jordan Graper. That is, and he's in for 6 points. Jordan Graper, 35-yard touchdown for St. Thomas More, and a Todd County Falcon player is down in the end zone. I'm not sure who is on the ground for Todd County. Oh, and actually there was a flag on the play. It was holding against St. Thomas More. So it's got to erase that, and the player that's gingerly walking over his own power for Todd County is Brandon Wallen. Again, Brandon Wallen, 5'10", 140-pound junior for Todd County. So apparently it's going to be 1st and 10. Apparently this was spot of the foul. 3 wideouts, ball snap. Kate Kavanaugh hands it off to Jordan Graper. He gets some running room. He'll dive right on in to number 33. That's Jeff Mandan for Todd County. And just like that, it's 1st and goal with a timeout called against Todd County. 10:22 left to go in the Rapid City Rush Hockey and Boulevard Dental 4th quarter. Again, St. Thomas More leads 55-18, and seems like a game where it's just going to be scoring left and right now. Couple of score updates up in Buffalo in 9B action. Harding County over Kadoka area 24-6. That is at halftime. Wall playing Bison. Wall leading the Cardinals 32-6. This is with 6:19 in the 2nd quarter. And those are some of the playoff scores that I have over on our live scoreboard. So 1st and goal for St. Thomas More. 4 wideouts, 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Ball snap, Jordan Graper with the ball, and he'll spin right into the touchdown. Tack on 6 more points for St. Thomas More. Clock is stopped at 10:22. Now St. Thomas More will attempt a PAT here. Ball snap in the air. And it's good. 10:22 left to go in the game. St. Thomas More leads Todd County 62-18. So St. Thomas More going to kick off the ball here, 10:22. Technically, the clock should be rolling. The ball snap. Taking it around their own 17. That's Josh Rowland. And they're going to mark the ball at their own, we'll say 27-yard line. And there's the clock as it rolls. We're basically one touchdown away before this game's final if St. Thomas More scores another touchdown in the game. So Todd County will come on to formation. Ball's placed at around their own 26, actually. They're going to come in an I formation. He'll take the snap, looking to throw in the pocket. Throws it downfield. Incomplete. Intended for... That's King Horse looking, number 85, 5'10", 195-pound sophomore for Todd County. Incomplete pass. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for Todd County. Ball placed at around their own 26. Going to come in an I formation again with one lone wideout on the far side. Ball snap. He'll hand it up the middle to Marshall. Marshall will gain, looks like, at about 3 yards.
Marshall ball carrier, shoulder tackle.
Scoreboard's saying about 2. I'm saying about 3 yards. Ball's placed near their own 30-yard line. Looks like they're going to go in I formation again. One lone wideout. Espinoza takes a snap, throws it immediately. Caught by Josh Rowland. He dives. He gets the first down and he dives. They're going to mark him at around their own 40-yard line. With 8:23 left to go in the Rep City Rush Hockey and Boulevard Dental 4th quarter. I formation. Ball snap. He'll hand the ball off to Marshall. Marshall still working his legs. He'll get around their own 46-yard line. As Thomas McGuire made the tackle for St. Thomas More. Ball snap. Espinoza hands it off to Burnett.
Burnett with the ball. Tackle play by Larson.
Might have lost 1 yard on the play. So if everything goes right here, I don't know where St. Thomas More will land in the seed positioning points, but it's going to be an away game, and I believe they'll either play Madison or Dakota Valley for the quarter-round final. Ball snap. Espinoza throws it. Caught by Josh Rowland. Gets loose. He's to the 30, to the 20, 10, 5, and what do you know it? Josh Rowland makes it in for another touchdown for Todd County with 6:36 left to go in the game. Makes the score 62-24 now. Todd County is going to go for 2 points here. Going to go in an I formation. Ball snap. He'll hand. No, it's going to be pass. One-handed catch by Rowland. So it's good. St. Thomas More still leads Todd County 62-26. So about ready to kick it off here as Josh Rowland makes another touchdown for Todd County. So Todd County will kick it off here. Ball's kicked. St. Thomas More is going to take it around their own 22. Not sure who has the ball, but he has some running room. He's going to make a couple of cuts. Has some nice grass in front of him. 20, 15, 10, 5, and he is in. Looks to be number 35. I don't have a 35 on my roster. It might have been Josh Larson on the carry. But now it's just a back and forth touchdown fest now for both clubs. So St. Thomas More will attempt the PAT here. Ball snap. It's a fake. In for 2 points. It's Ryder Cush to one of the players to make it 70-26 now. St. Thomas More with the lead. So it's 70-26 here in Dutton Field, and a touchdown battle, as you would say. One team scores a touchdown, the other team does the same thing. Now St. Thomas More just did it, and they will kick it off here. It's going to be short kick. Going to be taken at the 40 of Todd County, and that's where Todd County will start this drive at their own 40 with 6:12 in counting left to go in the Rapid City Rush Hockey and Boulevard Dental fourth quarter. And St. Thomas More takes a timeout with 6:10 stopped on the clock. I'd like to thank those of you who are watching SC Sports Plus live streaming broadcast on scsportsplus.com. I'd like to thank those of you who watched all season long for the football season. As this is our last regular season broadcast on scsportsplus.com. And of course, as a reminder, you can check out the playoff scores going on right now in South Dakota. Just go to scsportsplus.com and click on the SD Playoffs live scoreboard picture on the slideshow on the home page. Click that, it'll take you to a page, and then you'll click another link and it'll take you right there to live updated scores from me, Pete Roberts, Phil Burr, and one of the guys at the Argus Leader. I'd like to thank those of you working on that. So 1st and 10 for Todd County. Shotgun formation, 3 wideouts, ball snap. Espinoza to Roland to the 40, 45, midfield. Still on his feet at the 45, and they're going to call him down at the St. Thomas More 45. Said this earlier in the game, Josh Roland seems to be the all-star player here for Todd County. Making some great moves here, some great plays. A nice one-headed catch in the end zone for a 2-point conversion. So 1st and 10 for Todd County. Espinoza takes a snap, hands it off to Burnett. Burnett will run up the middle. And he'll get near the first down marker. It's going to be 2nd and about 1. Ball's placed at the STM. We'll say STM 36. With 5:12 to go here in the game. I formation for Todd County. Espinoza takes a snap, hands it off to Burnett. He'll run up the middle. Got the first down and then some. Under 5 minutes to go before the game ends. So both of these teams are in the playoffs. They are going to play next Thursday. I'm not sure who they will play, but we'll find out at the end of the night once all the scores have been tabulated and the South Dakota High School Activity Association has figured out the seed points. Ball snap, Espinoza looking to throw in the pocket. Throws it downfield, has a man, it's rolling. He catches it, and it's caught for a Todd County touchdown. Todd County keeps on scoring here. We're over 100 points combined in this game. It's now 70-32. .424 stopped on the clock. Todd County going to attempt a 2-point conversion here. Espinoza takes a snap, rolling to his right side, going to call his own number. Is he in? No, he's going to be no good. It's going to be just shy. So the 2-point conversion is no good, and St. Thomas More still leads Todd County 70-32. So this regular season game, it's just going to go out with a bang here. Over 100 points scored here. St. Thomas More leads Todd County 70-32. And like I said, it's like if one team scores, the other team will do the same thing. St. Thomas More will pick this ball up at around their own 25. And here we go. Has some nice open field to the 40. That's Jake Larson, as he will be marked at the 33-yard line of Todd County, and that's where St. Thomas More will begin this drive with 4:03 left to go here in the Rapid City Rush Hockey and Boulevard Dental fourth quarter. So St. Thomas More will come on to the line with the play here. They're going to go with 4 wideouts, 3 on the far side, 1 to the near side. Ball snap. Ball's handed off to, I think that's Jordan Graper. No, it's Shea Casey. And for the quarterback position for St. Thomas More, it's Brett Gummo, 6 foot, 165-pound sophomore. In for St. Thomas More as the QB. Riley Olson's in there as well as Michael Gilton. Andrew Smith and Caden Casey are the numbers I can see. Under 3 minutes now. 4 wideouts. 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Ball snap. Gummo looked like he was going to hand it off to Shea Casey, but then he decided against it and then decided to call his own number there. I don't think that was Shea Casey on the play, though. Of number 32, we have Brian Bloomer now on the field for St. Thomas More. Third down and 6. Ball placed at around the Todd County 28. Ball snap. Gummel hands it off to Bloomer, as it will be 4th down now. Loss of a lot of yards on that play. It's going to be 4th down and about 12. As the ball is placed at the Todd County 35 with under 2 minutes to go here before time expires. St. Thomas More going for it on 4th down. 4 wideouts. Ball snap. Gummel takes a snap, rolling to the far side, throws it, caught, and it's complete. As he'll get out of bounds, but it's going to be turnover on downs, and it will be Todd County football with 1:25 left to go in the game.
Turnover on down.
So, 1 minute left. Todd County ball. We'll see if they can score one more touchdown here. Both of these teams are going to see postseason play, as Todd County will snap it off here. It's a reverse to Josh Rowland. He's going to the far side, and he's going to be tackled just around their own 29-yard line with under 40 seconds now to play here. We're not sure who is going to play who in the postseason. I believe St. Thomas More is going to either be around the 7th position or 8th position. It's all depending on seed points. Todd County's in 4th. St. Thomas More is in 8th currently. But we'll see who will play who, though. But we do know that both of these teams are in the playoffs. So ball snap. Espinoza looking to throw. Still in the pocket, being rushed. And he's finally going to get tackled around their own 26 with 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is game. Final score here at Dutton Field. It's the St. Thomas More Cavaliers winning against the Todd County Falcons in a high-scoring game, 70-32. I'd like to thank those of you watching on scsportsbus.com and those of you who watch all season long for St. Thomas More football. A reminder, you can go to scsportsbus.com to look at the playoff scores for all the 11B and 9-man clubs playing right now. We'll update that for next week for all of the 7 classes. And of course, I'll share that on my Twitter feed, so you can go there and check out the live scores. Again, St. Thomas More wins against Todd County in their regular season game, 70-32. Both teams will see playoff action, and we will see who they will play by the end of tonight. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, including Corey's Tire Factory, the Skin Institute, Boulevard Dental, Rapid City Medical Center, and Rapid City Rush Hockey Organization. From Dutton Field in Rapid City, South Dakota, I'm Matt Kearney for SD Sports Bus, saying good night from St. Thomas More.